Hello everyone, we are group from 12 Science 1 and in today's video, we will be explaining to you about our presentation in explanation text. I hope you enjoyed it. Here are our members.
Definitions of explanation text. Explanation text is a text which tells process relating to forming of natural, social, scientific, and cultural phenomena. Explanation text is to say why and how of the forming the phenomena. It's often found in science, geography, and history textbooks. There are three main types of explanation that students in the primary school might write: causal, sequential, and cyclical. Explanation text is often tell you about the parts of the process, usually written in chronological order. This means the process is described in the exact order that things happens or are done. They are also written in an impersonal style, so don't normally use the words I or you. This helps the reader to focus better on the process being explained. The function of explanation text is to explain the process that occur in the formation or activities related to natural phenomena, science, social, culture, and others. According to Mark Anderson and Kathy Anderson, says that the explanation text type is often used to tell how and why things occur in nature. So the text explanation function is explanation text to tell the process relating to forming of natural, social, scientific, and cultural phenomena. Also to explain how or why something happens. The function of a scientific example to provide readers with an understanding of a phenomenon. Inside there is information about this science phenomenon. After reading this explanation text, readers will be able to scientifically understand how an event occurs or anticipate its impact.
After that, we move to the generic structure of explanation text. Explanation text has the following structure. There is title, general statement, explanation, and conclusion. First is title. The title of each explanation text is usually the subject being explained. In writing a title, you don't need to write it long-winded. You only need to provide a little that matches the content of the article. After that, general statement. The thing that you have to write in the general statement is the opening statement or sentence. It contains a brief introduction to the subject to be discussed. And then explanation. This section explains the subject in detail and logically. After the opening sentence, the next few paragraphs contain an explanation of the process of how something can work or why something can happen. And the last is conclusion. In the paragraph contain conclusions or closing. You can also write down responses, impressions, opinions, or theoretical view on something previously explained in the text.
Language features help readers and listeners understand what the writer or speaker desires to convey. Through language features, a writer can try to persuade the minds of the reader and influence them to take a certain decisions. The first thing occur on explanation text language features is using simple tense. An explanation text usually comes from the author question related to why and how to an existing phenomenon. Usually, the phenomenon to be explained is a matter of accurate facts that will be presented in an explanatory text. Therefore, this text using simple present tense to explain about the facts present in each sentence. The second one, using passive voice. So, the nature of explanatory text is to explain phenomena that naturally occur. Because of its analytical nature, the explanation text frequently uses passive voice. Therefore, a passive voice is a sentence whose subject is subjected to an act or activity. The third, using cause and effect terms. Each phenomenon has a reason why it occurs, so that it can affect the impact that occurs from the existence of the phenomenon. From a cause, it will inevitably result in something. Therefore, in explanation text, we will often find a cause and effect relationship of an event. A characteristic feature of the cause and effect term is the appearance word that begin with because of, due to, therefore, also, as a result, or etc. And then, using abstract noun or non-visible noun. Since what it raised is a phenomenon, the focus of the material is not on the object or person, but it focuses on the occasion or event that happened to the person or thing. Example, ability, adoration, adventure, amazement, anger could be subject or maybe a thing that could be focused on. And the last one is using chronological connection. Explanatory texts usually describe a phenomenon systematically from the beginning to the end. This means the process is described in exact order that things happen or done. Chronological connection is used to arrange the details in chronological or time order. In chronological connection, it consists such as after that, next, and then, or maybe etc.
Moving on to the example of explanation text, here present a text titled Plants Turn Caterpillars into Cannibals. In this text, the author explained of how some plants could have the possibility to make the caterpillars eat each other by producing some toxin that made the quality of food for the caterpillars bad and make them eating their own kinds to fulfill the hunger. Next, the analysis of plants turn caterpillars into cannibals. As we know, in explanation text we have four generic structure that include title, general statement, explanation, and conclusion. So for the first structure is the title, and the title of the explanation text is Plants Turn Caterpillars into Cannibals. The second one is general statement. In general statement, you will have a brief introduction of future subject that will be discussed. In this case, you can find the evidence in paragraph 1, sentence 1, that the text will be discussed about plants that could possibly turn caterpillars into cannibals. The third structure is the explanation, the core of why is this happening. And in this text, it revealed that some plants can turn caterpillars into cannibal by producing some toxins that the plants produce as the act of defending themselves of getting eaten by the pest. And the last one is the conclusion. In this last structure, the text show the suggestion of expert that in certain and decent amount, cannibalism could be good for the farmer, the plants, and also the ecology as the pest control program. That's all for our video in explanation text. I hope you get enlightened and get more information that our group provide. Thank you so much and see you next time.